difference between those who rise to the top and those who stay stuck isn't luck. It isn't talent. It's not even intelligence. It all comes down to one thing: what you decide to do with the time and opportunities in front of you. Some people grab life by the throat and refuse to let go until they get what they came for. Others hesitate, waiting for the perfect moment that never comes. Look around. You know, people who always seem to be ahead, they aren't necessarily smarter, they aren't stronger, but they think differently. They expect more from themselves. They refuse to let excuses dictate their future. Meanwhile, the ones who struggle, they blame circumstances. They wait for motivation. They hope for a break instead of creating one. What if I told you the only thing standing in your way is you, your choices, your mindset, your willingness to push forward when it's hard, unfair, or exhausting? That's the hidden divide. That's the line between those who make it and those who don't. If you're tired of watching others succeed while you stay stuck, keep reading, because the truth is you don't need more time, more luck, or more resources. You need a shift in how you think, how you act, and what you're willing to accept from yourself. And once you make that shift, everything changes. There's one rule that separates the relentless from the average. One mindset shift that changes everything, and it's this: you don't get what you want, you get what you tolerate. This isn't about luck, it's about what you're willing to endure, push through, and fight for. People who achieve greatness refuse to tolerate mediocrity. They don't accept weak effort. They don't entertain distractions. They don't let fear control their actions. Think about the people who have achieved greatness. Every single one follows this rule. The athlete who trains before the sun rises. The entrepreneur who works when others sleep. The artist who creates without waiting for inspiration. They don't tolerate laziness, doubt, or excuses. They hold themselves to a higher standard, no matter how difficult it gets. Now ask yourself, what have you been tolerating? Negative self-talk, half-hearted effort, a life that doesn't excite you. If you accept it, you live with it. If you refuse it, you change it. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to the level of what you allow in your life. Change that, and you change everything. Comfort is a slow poison. It feels good at first, safe, familiar, easy, but every day you wait, you're handing over the steering wheel of your life to fear. You let hesitation make your decisions. You let doubt keep you from taking action, and before you know it, years pass and nothing has changed. Look at where you are right now. Is this where you want to stay? Because if you ignore this rule, if you continue to tolerate a life below your potential, you'll wake up one day drowning in regret. The job you never went for, the risks you never took, the dreams you let slip away. And by the time you realize what's happened, it's too late. The truth is simple. You either push yourself or stay stuck. You either break past your comfort zone or let it bury you. Stop making excuses, start making moves. Because comfort won't get you where you want to go, action will. And the longer you wait, the harder it gets. Michael Jordan, Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk. What do they have in common? They mastered this rule. They refused to tolerate the average. They pushed forward when others quit, and because of that, they rewrote history. Jordan didn't make his high school basketball team. He didn't sit around feeling sorry for himself. He trained harder. Oprah was fired from her first TV job. She didn't accept failure. She built an empire. Musk has faced bankruptcy, doubt, and failures most people would run from. He didn't let fear stop him. He kept going. Now ask yourself, if they could rise from setbacks, what's stopping you? Every person who has ever achieved greatness had a moment where they had to decide, stay comfortable or fight for something bigger. The only difference between them and everyone else, they chose to push forward. This mindset isn't optional. It's the foundation of success. Master it, and there's no limit to what you can do. Ignore it, and you'll spend your life watching others do what you could have done. The choice is yours. Everything comes down to one decision. Will you stay comfortable, or will you rise? You now know the rule. You get what you tolerate. You've seen what happens when people refuse to accept the average. And you've seen the cost of staying in your comfort zone. The only question left is, what will you do about it? Because this moment right here, it's the fork in the road. One path keeps you exactly where you are. The other leads to everything you've ever wanted. The choice is yours. But know this, only one path leads to greatness. Let's get something straight. Motivation is a lie. It's unreliable. It fades. It tricks you into waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect feeling, the perfect conditions. But that moment never comes. And every day you wait, you fall further behind. You don't need more motivation. You need discipline. You need to take action even when you don't feel like it. Because here's the brutal truth. Success isn't about talent, luck, or even potential. It's about execution. How many opportunities have you lost because you hesitated? How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow, only for tomorrow to look exactly like today? This is why most people fail. They talk, they plan, but they never move. The ones who win, they execute. They don't wait for motivation. They don't negotiate with themselves. They do what needs to be done every single day. So ask yourself, are you someone who talks about success or someone who takes it? Because in the end, the only thing that matters is what you do. There's one brutal difference between winners and wishers: execution. Winners take action. They don't wait for the stars to align. They don't let fear, doubt, or discomfort slow them down. They move forward no matter what. Wishers, on the other hand, they hesitate. They overthink. They convince themselves they need more time, more energy, more confidence. And in the end, they stay exactly where they started. Your dreams are a train. Stop executing and it grinds to a halt. Every excuse is a break, slowing your progress until you're completely stuck. And here's the hard truth. If you don't control your habits will control you. Winners build habits that push them forward. They wake up early. They put in the work. They take responsibility for their results. Wishers? They talk about their goals but never back them up with action. They let distractions, self-doubt, and comfort dictate their future. Which side are you on? Because at the end of the day, it's not your dreams, talent, or potential that decides your future. It's your ability to execute. Excuses? One or the other, never. How much longer will you lie to yourself about starting tomorrow? The idea of the perfect time is a lie. It's an excuse wrapped in false logic. You think waiting will make things easier, but all it does is kill momentum. Every second you wait, someone else is executing. Someone else is taking the risk, doing the work, and moving ahead. Meanwhile, you're standing still, telling yourself the same story you've told for years. Action creates progress, not the other way around. You don't get ready and then start. You start, and that's how you get ready. The best in the world didn't wait until they felt prepared. They moved forward despite the fear, the doubt, and the uncertainty. So stop looking for the perfect time. It doesn't exist. The only time you have is right now. Use it or lose it. Decide now. Every single day you execute, no matter what. Execution isn't a one-time effort. It's not something you do when you feel motivated. It's a lifestyle, a non-negotiable standard. This means showing up when you're tired, doing the work when no one is watching, taking action when doubt creeps in. Kobe Bryant didn't train when he felt like it. He trained because execution was his identity. Jeff Bezos didn't build Amazon by waiting for the right time. He took massive action every single day. These people didn't succeed by chance. They made execution their default setting. This is the commitment. No more excuses, no more waiting, no more half effort. Every day you take one step forward. You work on your craft, you sharpen your skills, you push harder than the day before, and when it gets tough, you push anyway. Success doesn't come to those who try when it's convenient. It comes to those who refuse to stop. Nobody is coming to save you. You either execute or you don't. If you're waiting for someone to push you, to guide you, to do the work for you, you'll be waiting forever. Winners execute, losers wait. Period. This is your moment. Own your results or stay stagnant. The choice is yours. Most people don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they choose comfort. Comfort feels safe. It tricks you into thinking you're in control when in reality, you're stuck. You do the same things, get the same results, and wonder why nothing changes. Success isn't stolen from you. It's surrendered to comfort. You tell yourself you're playing it smart by avoiding risks. But let's be honest. Are you choosing comfort over the life you actually want? Every time you take the easy route, you reinforce mediocrity. Every time you avoid discomfort, you delay progress. Look at the most successful people in any field. They didn't play it safe. They didn't let fear, doubt, or resistance hold them back. They stepped into the unknown, embraced the struggle, and pushed through pain. That's why they're ahead. Because they refused to settle. Comfort is a trap disguised as security. If you're not growing, you're shrinking. And if you keep choosing safety over action, don't be surprised when years pass and you're still in the same place. It's time to break free. Get uncomfortable. Take risks. Because the only thing worse than failure is never trying at all. You don't need motivation, you need discipline. Motivation is a feeling. It comes and goes, it's unreliable. If you wait to feel ready, you'll wait forever. How many dreams have died because someone was waiting to feel ready? How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow, only to let another week, month, or year slip by? The truth is, successful people don't rely on motivation. They move forward regardless of how they feel. They show up on the bad days. They put in the work when no one is watching. They push through the doubt, the fatigue, the resistance, because they understand one thing: discipline wins every time. Think about the greatest athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders. Do you think they felt motivated every single day? No, but they showed up anyway. If you want results, stop chasing motivation and start building habits. Decide right now, whether you feel like it or not, you execute. Because waiting is the fastest way to lose. Too tired? So what? Too busy? Make time. Don't know where to start? Figure it out. Excuses are nothing more than lies we tell ourselves to stay comfortable. You say you don't have time, but you waste hours scrolling, watching, and waiting. You say you're too tired, but you somehow find energy for distractions. You say you don't know where to start, but you haven't even tried. Successful people have the same challenges, the same obstacles, and the same 24 hours. The difference? They don't make excuses, they make moves. The truth is, you either find solutions or you find excuses, but never both. Every time you make an excuse, you reinforce failure. Every time you justify inaction, you hand over control of your life. So what's it going to be? Keep lying to yourself, or finally take responsibility? Your potential is like a candle. Every day you wait, the wick burns shorter. You think you have time, but time is slipping away. Every second you hesitate, someone else is moving forward. Every day you delay, your future shrinks. Look around. How many people do you know who had big dreams but never acted? How many times have you said, I'll start tomorrow, only to watch months or years disappear? Stop wasting time, start executing now, because whether you take action or not, the clock keeps ticking. And the only thing worse than failure is regret. So what's the solution? How do you break free from this cycle? Simple. You stop waiting, stop hesitating, and start executing. You make discipline your standard. You remove the option to quit. Every excuse, every delay, every comfort-driven choice is a brick in the wall between you and success. Tear it down, choose action over avoidance, choose progress over excuses. It's time to choose discomfort over regret. Let's go. Stop debating, start doing. The people who win don't sit around thinking, should I do it today? They've already decided. Execution isn't an option, it's a requirement. Look at the highest achievers. They don't wake up wondering if they'll execute. They pre-decide their habits. They create systems that remove hesitation. That's the difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck. One group takes action without hesitation. The other waits for the perfect moment that never comes. You need to do the same. Eliminate hesitation. Make execution automatic. Set daily non-negotiables. The work gets done no matter what. No more waiting for motivation. No more deciding if today is the day. The decision has already been made. You either act or you don't. Winners execute, everyone else makes excuses. Do you want results or do you want comfort? Because you can't have both. Your emotions will lie to you. They'll tell you to rest when you need to push. They'll tell you to quit when you need to fight. That's why successful people don't listen to feelings. They listen to their commitments. Every time you execute, when you don't feel like it, you strengthen your unstoppable mindset. Every time you push through discomfort, you prove to yourself that discipline wins over emotion. Think of the greats, athletes, entrepreneurs, leaders. They didn't rise to the top by giving in to their moods. They showed up, did the work, and built a level of mental toughness that made them untouchable. You need to do the same. Train yourself to execute no matter how you feel, when you're tired, when you're discouraged, when no one is watching. Because consistency isn't built on feelings, it's built on action. The difference between winners and losers? Winners fail forward, losers see failure as the end. Winners see it as the beginning of the next step. Michael Jordan missed over 9,000 shots in his career. That's why he's the greatest. He didn't fear failure, he used it. Every missed shot was a lesson. Every setback was fuel. Stop fearing failure. Start using it. Every failure is feedback. Every mistake is a step forward if you refuse to quit. Your only job? Keep going. Your success will not be built on how many times you avoid failure, but on how many times you get back up. Failure is a test. It's asking you, how bad do you want it? Most people see failure as a stop sign. But the ones who rise, they see it as a lesson, a tool, a stepping stone. Every time you fall, you have two choices: stay down or stand up stronger. The key is simple. Analyze what went wrong, adjust your strategy, and move forward. That's how champions are built. Think about the greatest innovators, athletes, and leaders. Every single one failed more times than they succeeded, but they refused to let failure define them. They used it to refine them. So stop fearing failure, start using it, because every setback holds the seed of your next breakthrough, if you have the mindset to see it. Are you ready to execute who you are, not just something you do? This is where everything changes. No more waiting, no more excuses. You now have the tools, the mindset, and the truth. The only question left is, will you act? The choice is yours. But know this, only one path leads to greatness. Momentum isn't a lucky break or a single big moment. It's the result of showing up every single day. Success isn't built in a day, it's built daily. Think about a train at a complete stop. It takes effort to get it moving. At first it's slow, almost unnoticeable, but with every small push, it picks up speed. Before long, that train is moving so fast that nothing can stop it. That's how momentum works. Small daily wins compound into unstoppable momentum. Every choice you make, every action you take is fuel for your progress. It doesn't have to be big. A single step, a tiny improvement, it all adds up. The people who win in life aren't the ones who wait for the perfect moment. They're the ones who take action even when it feels small. Look at any high achiever. They didn't wake up one day at the top. They built their success brick by brick, one small victory at a time. The key isn't massive effort once in a while. It's consistent effort no matter what. So here's the question. Are you moving forward or are you standing still? Because the truth is, if you're not building momentum, you're losing it. Keep pushing, keep moving. Even the smallest step today can lead to something incredible tomorrow. You don't have to be perfect, you just can't do nothing. This is the no 0 days rule. Simple. Never let a single day pass without doing something, anything, that pushes you closer to your goal. No matter how tired you are, no matter how busy your day gets, no matter how unmotivated you feel, you don't get to do nothing. Even if all you can manage is 5 minutes of effort, that 5 minutes keeps the fire alive. Show up, execute, repeat. Show up, execute, repeat. That's the difference between those who make it and those who don't. Elite performers live by this rule. They don't wait for motivation. They don't make excuses. They commit to action every single day. Think about the best athletes, the top entrepreneurs, the most successful artists. They don't just work when they feel like it. They work because they know that small actions done daily lead to massive results. You don't need to move mountains today. You just need to take one step, then another, then another. That's how progress is made. That's how greatness is built. So from now on, no more 0 days. Do something, anything, every day, because the only way to lose is to stop moving. Progress feels incredible until it stops. You're pushing, you're grinding, and then suddenly, nothing. No growth, no improvement, just stuck. This is where most people give up, but not you. Plateaus aren't the end of progress. They're a test. They happen because your mind and body adjust to your current level. The same effort that once worked no longer pushes you forward. But here's the truth. When you hit a plateau, it's not a sign to stop, it's a sign to adapt. Change the strategy, increase the challenge, learn something new. If your workout stopped working, switch up the routine. If your business stalls, find a fresh approach. If your skills feel stagnant, level up your learning. The worst thing you can do is stay the same. Are you willing to do what others won't so you can have what others can't? Growth isn't supposed to be easy. It demands adjustment. It demands patience. But if you keep pushing through, that wall that once held you back will become the foundation for your next breakthrough. Don't stop now. You're closer than you think. Relentless execution isn't a phase. It's an identity. This isn't about short-term motivation. It's about who you decide to be for life. Success doesn't belong to the most talented. It belongs to those who refuse to stop. The ones who show up when no one is watching. The ones who do the work when they don't feel like it. The greatest athletes, the most successful leaders, the most powerful minds, they all play the long game. They don't chase quick wins, they build legacies. What will your legacy be if you refuse to stop? The truth is, most people won't make it not because they can't, but because they quit when it gets hard. They get tired. They lose interest. They let distractions win. But if you commit, not just for a week or a month, but for life, you separate yourself from the pack. This isn't about motivation, it's about discipline. It's about deciding that no matter how hard it gets, no matter how long it takes, you will keep going. Stay in the game, stay relentless. Because the ones who refuse to stop are the ones who leave a mark. You have everything you need. Are you finally ready to go all in? This is it. No more waiting, no more second guessing, no more hesitation, no more excuses, just execution. If you want to win, you must commit fully, completely with no way out. Burn the backup plan. Shut the door on quitting. Decide right now that nothing will stop you. Most people will walk away from this moment unchanged, but you're different. You're ready. You refuse to be the person who almost did it. Lock in your unstoppable mindset, step up, the time is now. Knowing this rule is worthless if you don't apply it. How many times have you heard life-changing advice, nodded in agreement, and then done nothing? You read the books, you listen to the speeches, you tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, but nothing changes. Here's the truth, knowledge means nothing without action. You don't get stronger by reading about workouts. You don't build a business by thinking about it. You don't become great by waiting for the right moment. Most people fail not because they don't know what to do, but because they refuse to do it. They let fear, laziness, or distractions win. They choose comfort over progress. Will you be another person who knows what to do but never does it, or will you be the one who finally steps up? The test isn't about what you understand, it's in what you do next. Success doesn't belong to the smartest, the strongest, or the most talented. It belongs to the ones who execute. Think about the people you admire, the ones who have built incredible lives, who have turned dreams into reality. They weren't always the best, but they were always the ones who took action. The ones who wake up early to put in the work. The ones who stay focused when distractions try to pull them away. The ones who push through doubt, fear, and failure, because quitting is never an option. You might think you're waiting for the right time, but let me tell you something. The right time will never come. There will always be a reason to wait. There will always be an excuse to hold back. But while you wait, someone else is out there doing the work. Who will you be? The person who watches or the person who moves? The cost of inaction is greater than the risk of failure. If you try and fail, you learn, you grow, you get better. But if you do nothing, you stay exactly where you are, stuck, frustrated, and wondering what could have been. Every day you have a choice. Take action or stay the same. There is no middle ground. You can either do the work or make excuses. You can either move forward or stay stuck. You can either prove yourself right or prove yourself wrong. But make no mistake, your future is being decided right now. Most people will stop here. They'll walk away inspired but unchanged. Don't be one of them. There is no magic secret, no shortcut, no easy way. There is only this. Show up. Do the work. Keep going. No matter what. Are you ready to make that choice? Because this is it, the defining moment. You don't need more time, you don't need more motivation, you need to start right here, right now. Most people will leave here fired up and do nothing. They'll feel the energy, get inspired, and then slip right back into old habits. They'll keep saying, I'll start tomorrow, I just need more time, or I'm waiting for the right moment. And weeks, months, even years from now, they'll still be stuck in the same place, wondering why nothing changed. Are you gonna be like them? Or are you going to execute? The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent, it's action. It's not about who has the best ideas, the most resources, or the perfect plan. It's about who gets up every day and does the work. So here's your challenge. Are you one of the few who actually executes? This is the moment where you decide. You can either be like everyone else, full of good intentions but no results, or you can step up, commit, and prove that you are different. Don't just talk about it. Don't just think about it, do it. Because in the end, the only thing that separates winners from everyone else is action. This isn't a challenge for tomorrow, it's a decision you make right now. The choice is simple. Keep living at the same level, making the same excuses, stuck in the same cycle, or raise your standard to relentless execution. This isn't about motivation, it's about identity. It's about deciding that from this moment forward, half effort is no longer acceptable. You don't wait for perfect conditions. You don't hesitate. You don't stop. Are you willing to make relentless execution your standard? Because the truth is, the life you want, the goals you dream of, the success you crave, it's not waiting for you. You have to go get it. Make the decision. Raise your standard. and never look back. You now hold the key. The only question left is, what will you do with it? Everything you need to change your life is in your hands. No more searching, no more waiting. The answer has been in front of you all along. Take action. Move forward, execute. A year from now, will you look back with pride or regret? Will you be the person who stepped up, pushed through, and built something incredible? Or will you be stuck in the same place, wondering what could have been? This is your moment of truth, the turning point, the line in the sand. Excuses won't save you. Hesitation won't move you forward. Only action will. You've come this far. Now finish it. No more hesitation, no more excuses, just execution. This is it, the final push, the defining moment. You either do the work or you don't. You either step up or you step back. There is no in between. Right here, right now, decide. Your future is waiting, but it won't wait forever.